Numbers chapter 1, the census of Israel. The Lord spoke to Moses in the tent of meeting in the wilderness of Sinai on the first day of the second month of the second year after Israel's departure from the land of Egypt. Take a census of the entire Israelite community by their clans and their ancestral houses, counting the names of every male one by one. You and Aaron are to register those who are 20 years old or more by their military divisions, everyone who can serve in Israel's army. A man from each tribe is to be with you, each one the head of his ancestral house. These are the names of the men who are to assist you: Elizur, son of Shedor, from Reuben; Shelumiel, son of Zurishaddai, from Simeon; Nahshon, son of Aminadab, from Judah; Nathaniel, son of Zuar, from Issachar; Eliab, son of Helon, from Zebulun; from the son of Joseph; Elishama, son of Amihud, from Ephraim; Gamaliel, son of Pedazur, from Manasseh; Abidan, son of Gideoni, from Benjamin; Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai, from Dan; Pagiel, son of Otron, from Asher; Eliasaph, son of Deuel, from Gad; Ahira, son of Enan, from Naphtali. These are the men called from the community. They are leaders of their ancestral tribes, the heads of Israel's clans. So Moses and Aaron took these men, who had been designated by name, as they assembled the whole community on the first day of the second month. They recorded their ancestry by their clans and their ancestral houses, counting one by one the names of those 20 years old or more, just as the Lord commanded Moses. Hey, precious jewel! He registered them in the wilderness of Sinai. What's up, everybody? We're reading Numbers chapter 1 to 5 tonight. The descendants of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, according to their family records, by their clans and their ancestral houses, counting one by one the names of every male 20 years older or more, everyone who could serve in the army. Those registered for the tribe of Reuben numbered 46,500. The descendants of Simeon, according to their family records by their clans and their ancestral houses. Those registered, counting one by one the names of every male 20 years old or more, everyone who could serve in the army. Those registered for the tribe of Simeon numbered 59,300. The descendants of Gad, according to their family records by their clans and ancestral houses, counting the names of those 20 years old or more, everyone who could serve in the army. Those registered for the tribe of Gad numbered 46,650. The descendants of Judah, according to their family records by their clans and their ancestral houses, counting the names of those 20 years old or more, everyone who could serve in the army. Those registered for the tribe of Judah numbered 74,600. The descendants of Issachar, according to their family records by their clans and their ancestral houses, counting the names of those 20 years old or more, everyone who could serve in the army. Those registered for the tribe of Issachar numbered 54,400. The descendants of Zebulun, according to their family records by their clans and their ancestral houses, counting the names of those 20 years old or more, everyone who could serve in the army. Those registered for the tribe of Zebulun numbered 57,400. The descendants of Joseph, the descendants of Ephraim, according to their family records by their clans and their ancestral houses, counting the names of those 20 years old or more, everyone who could serve in the army. Those registered for the tribe of Ephraim numbered 40,500. Hi, Ashley, how are you? The descendants of Manasseh, according to their family records by their clans and their ancestral houses, counting the names of those 20 years old or more, everyone who could serve in the army, those registered for the tribe of Manasseh numbered 32,300. The descendants of Benjamin, according to their family records by their clans and their ancestral houses, counting the names of those 20 years old or more, everyone who could serve in the army, those registered for the tribe of Benjamin numbered 35,400. The descendants of Dan, according to their family records by their clans and their ancestral houses, counting the names of those 20 years old or more, everyone who could serve in the army, these registered for the tribe of Dan numbered 62,700. This has got to be the most interesting chapter I've ever read in the Bible. The descendants of Asher, according to their family records by their clans and their ancestral houses, counting the names of those 20 years old or more, everyone who could serve in the army, those registered for the tribe of Asher numbered 41,500. The descendants of Naphtali, according to their family records by their clans and their ancestral houses, counting the names of those 20 years old or more, everyone who could serve in the army, those registered for the tribe of Naphtali numbered 53,400. These are the men Moses and Aaron registered, with the assistance of the 12 leaders of Israel. Each represented his ancestral house, so all the Israelites 20 years old or more, everyone who could serve in Israel's army, were registered by their ancestral houses. All those registered numbered 603,550. Hi, how are y'all doing tonight? We're reading Numbers chapter 1 through 5 tonight. Duties of the Levites. But the Levites were not registered with them by their ancestral tribe, for the Lord had told Moses, "Do not register or take census of the tribe of Levi with the other Israelites. Appoint the Levites over the tabernacle of the testimony, all its furnishings, and everything in it. They are to transport the tabernacle and all its articles, take care of it, and camp around it. Whenever the tabernacle is to move, the Levites are to take it down, and whenever it is to stop at a campsite, the Levites are to set it up. Any unauthorized person who comes near it must be put to death. The Israelites are to camp by their military divisions, each man with his encampment and under his banner. The Levites are to camp around the tabernacle of the testimony and watch over it, so that no wrath will fall on the Israelite community." The Israelites did everything just as the Lord had commanded Moses. Organization of the camps, chapter 2. The Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron. The Israelites are to camp under their respective banners besides the flags of their ancestral houses. They are to camp around the tent of meeting at a distance from it. What's up, Frank? Judah's military divisions will camp on the east side toward the sunrise under their banner. The leader is the descendants of Judah. The leader of the descendants of Judah is Nahshon, son of Amminadab. His military division numbers 74,600. The tribe of Issachar will camp next to it. The leader of the Issacharites is Nathaniel, son of Zuar. His military division numbers 54,400. The tribe of Zebulun will be next. The leader of the Zebulunites is Eliab, son of Helen. His military division numbers 57,400. The total number in their military divisions who belong to Judah's encampment is 186,400. They will move out first. Reuben's military divisions will camp on the south side under their banner. The leader of the Reubenites is Eliezer, son of Shedor. His military division numbers 46,500. The tribe of Simeon will camp next to it. The leader of the Simeonites is Shelumiel, son of Zurishadai. His military division numbers 59,300. The tribe of Gad will be next. The leader of the Gadites is Eliasaph, son of Deuel. His military division numbers 45,650. The total number in their military divisions who belong to Reuben's encampment is 151,450. They will move out second. Amen. We all love God in here. The tent of meeting is to move out with the Levites' camp, which is in the middle of the camps. They are to move out just as they camp, each in his place, with their banners. Ephraim's military divisions will camp on the west side under their banner. The leader of the Ephraimites is Elishama, son of Amihud. His military divisions numbers 40,500. The tribe of Manasseh will be next to it. The leader of the Manassites is Gamaliel, son of Pedazur. His military division numbers 32,200. The tribe of Benjamin will be next. The leader of the Benjaminites is Abidan, son of Gideoni. His military division numbers 35,400. The total in their military divisions who belong to Ephraim's encampment number 108,100. They will move out third. Dan's military divisions will camp on the north side under their banner. The leader of the Danites is Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai. His military division numbers 62,700. The tribe of Asher will camp next to it. The leader of the Asherites is Pagiel, son of Oshran. His military division numbers 41,500. The tribe of Naphtali will be next. The leader of the Naphtalites is Ahira, son of Anan. His military division numbers 53,400. The total number who belong to Dan's encampment is 157,600. They are to move out last with their banners. These are the Israelites registered by their ancestral houses. The total number in the camps by their military divisions is 603,550. But the Levites were not registered among the Israelites, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. The Israelites did everything the Lord had commanded Moses. They camped by their banners in this way and moved out the same way, each man by his clan and by his ancestral house. Chapter 3, Aaron's sons and the Levites. These are the family records of Aaron and Moses at the time the Lord spoke with Moses on Mount Sinai. These are the names of Aaron's sons: Nadab the firstborn, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. These are the names of Aaron's sons, the appointed priests, who were ordained to serve as priests. But Nadab and Abihu died in the Lord's presence when they presented an unauthorized fire before the Lord in the wilderness of Sinai, and they had no sons. So Eleazar and Ithamar served as priests under the direction of Aaron their father. The Lord spoke to Moses, "Bring the tribe of Levi near and present them to Aaron, the priest, to assist him. They are to perform duties for him in the entire community before the tent of meeting by attending to the service of the tabernacle." Beverly, is it you in here? Who else is in here? Because Beverly, if it's just you and you're reading along with me, I can read out of the King James Version. They are to where was I? They are to perform duties for him in the entire community before the tent of meeting by attending to the service of the tabernacle. They are to take care of all the furnishings of the tent of meeting and perform duties for the Israelites by attending to the service of the tabernacle. Assign the Levites to Aaron and his sons. They have been assigned exclusively to him from the Israelites. You are to appoint Aaron and his sons to carry out their priestly responsibilities. But any unauthorized person who comes near the sanctuary must be put to death. All right, we're going to pull out. Hold on, I'm going to read up to here, then we'll pull out the King James Version. The Lord spoke to Moses, "See, I have taken the Levites from the Israelites in place of of every firstborn Israelite from the womb. The Levites belong to me because every firstborn belongs to me. At the time I struck down every firstborn in the land of Egypt, I consecrated every firstborn in Israel to myself, both man and animal. They are mine, I am Yahweh." All right, we're switching over to King James, which is going to be more fun because it's so hard for me to read. Leviticus. Okay, I was on verse 14. How's everyone doing tonight? We're reading chapters 1 through 5 of Numbers. And we're on chapter 3 right now, verse 14. How's my dinner? It was great. I was actually about to make some ramen, but then I said, no, let me go on live first. But it was good. It was a good dinner at the Chinese place. And you know what? Actually, I got a chance to, because I was talking to Lachlan earlier, and I was saying how, like, one thing Yaya has really taught me is preach the gospel to whoever. Even if, like, because, you know, half the people that you preach to aren't going to be receptive of it at all, but still just do it regardless. And that's exactly what I did when I was at dinner, because this dude, I was talking about how my sleep schedule has been messed up, and he was trying to get me to say how I have anxiety, because he was like, I had anxiety, blah, blah, blah. And I said, you know what? I had anxiety, but Jesus took it away, and I started talking about my relationship with Jesus, and you could tell he was, like, not messing with it at all. But it was just, like, he started acting really weird after, but, like, in a good way. I think it did something. Yeah, always use those interactions to glorify God. Okay, chapter 14, verse 14. And the Lord spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, Number the children of Levi after the house of their fathers, by their families. Every male from a month old and upward shalt thou number them. And Moses numbered them according to the word of the Lord, as he was commanded. And these were the sons of Levi by their names, Gershon and Kohath and Merari. And these are the names of the sons of Gershon by their families, Libni and Shimei. And the sons of Kohath by their families, Amram and Izziar, Hebron and Uzziel. And the sons of Merari by their families, Mali and Mushi. These are the families of the Levites according to the houses of their fathers. Of Gershon was the family of the Libnites, and the family of the Shemites. These are the families of the Gershonites. Those that were numbered of them, according to the number of all the males from a month old and upward, even those that were numbered of them, were 7,500. The families of the Gershonites shall pitch behind the tabernacle westward. And the chief of the house of the father of the Gershonites shall be Eliasaph, the son of Lael. And the charge of the sons of Gershon in the tabernacle of the congregation shall be the tabernacle, and the tent, the covering thereof, and the hanging for the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the hangings of the court, and the curtain for the door of the court, which is by the tabernacle, and by the altar round about, and the cords of it for all the service thereof. And of Kohath was the family of the Amramites, and the family of the Izziarites, and the family of the Hebronites, and the family of the Uzzielites. These are the families of the Kohathites. And the number of all the males from a month old and upward were 8,600, keeping the charge of the sanctuary. The families of the sons of Kohath shall pitch on the side of the tabernacle southward. And the chief of the house of the fathers of the father of the families of the Kohathites shall be Elizaphon, the son of Uzziel. And their charge shall be the ark, and the table, and the candlestick, and the altars, and the vessels of the sanctuary wherewith they minister, and the hanging, and all the service thereof. And Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest shall be chief over the chief of the Levites, and have the oversight of them that keep the charge of the sanctuary. Of Merari was the family of the Mahlites, and the family of the Mushites. These are the families of Merari. And those that were numbered of them, according to the number of all the males, from a month old and upward, were 6,200. And the chief of the house of the father of the families of Merari was Zuriel the son of Abihail. These shall pitch on the side of the tabernacle northward. And under the custody and charge of the sons of Merari shall be the boards of the tabernacle, and the bars thereof, and the pillars thereof, and the sockets thereof. And all the vessels thereof, and all that serveth thereunto. And the pillars of the court round about, and their sockets, and their pins, and their cords. But those that encamp before the tabernacle toward the east, even before the tabernacle of the congregation eastward, shall be Moses and Aaron and his sons, keeping the charge of the sanctuary for the charge of the children of Israel. And the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death. All that were numbered of the Levites, with which Moses and Aaron numbered at the commandment of the Lord throughout their families, all the males from a month old and upward were 22,000. The firstborn are freed by the Levites. And the Lord said unto Moses, Number all the firstborn of the males of the children of Israel from a month old and upward, and take the number of their names. And thou shalt take the Levites for me. I am the Lord, instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel. And the cattle of the Levites instead of all the firstlings among the cattle of the children of Israel. And Moses numbered, as the Lord commanded him, all the firstborn among the children of Israel. And all the firstborn males by the number of names, from a month old and upward, of those that were numbered them, were 22,213. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Take the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites instead of their cattle. And the Levites shall be mine. I am the Lord. And for those that are to be redeemed of the 213 of the firstborn of the children of Israel, which are more than the Levites, thou shalt even take 5 shekels apiece by the poll. After the shekel of the sanctuary shalt thou take them. The shekel is 20 gerahs. Everything had to be done in decency and order for the glory of God. Amen. And thou shalt give the money wherewith the odd number of them is to be redeemed unto Aaron and to his sons. And when we're done with this, we're gonna figure out 5 things that we took away from this. And that can be one of them. And Moses took the redemption money of them that were over and above them that were redeemed by the Levites. Of the firstborn of the children of Israel took he the money, 1,365 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary. And Moses gave the money of them that were redeemed unto Aaron and to his sons, according to the word of the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. The age and time of the Levite service. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying, Take the sum of the sons of Kohath from among the sons of Levi, after their families by the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even until 50 years old, all that enter into the host. to do the work of the tabernacle and the congregation. This shall be the service of the sons of Kohath in the tabernacle of the congregation about the most holy things. And when the camp setteth forward, Aaron shall come, and his sons, and they shall take down the covering veil, and cover the ark of the testimony with it, and shall put thereon the covering of the badger skins, and shall spread over it a cloth wally of blue, and shall put it in the staves thereof. And upon the table of shewbread they shall spread a cloth of blue, and put thereon the dishes, and the spoons, in the bowls, and covers to cover withal. And the continual bread shall be thereon. And they shall spread upon them a cloth of scarlet, and cover the same with a covering of badger skins, and shall put in the staves thereof. And they shall take a cloth of blue, and cover the candlestick of the light, and his lamps, and his tongs, and his snuff dishes, and all the oil vessels thereof, wherewith they minister unto it. And they shall put it in all the vessels thereof within a covering of badger skins, and shall put it upon a bar. And upon the golden altar they shall spread a cloth of blue, and cover it with a covering of badger skins, and shall put to the stays thereof. And they shall take all the instruments of ministry, wherewith they minister in the sanctuary, and put them in a cloth of blue, and cover them with a covering of badger skins, and shall put them on a bar. And they shall take away the ashes from the altar, and spread a purple cloth thereon. And they shall put upon it all the vessels thereof, wherewith they minister about it, even the censers, and the flesh hooks, and the shovels, and the basins, all the vessels of the altar. And they shall spread upon it the covering of badger skins, and put to the staves of it. And when Aaron and his sons have made an end of covering the sanctuary, and all the vessels of the sanctuary, as the camp is to set forward, after that the sons of Kohath shall come to bear it. But they shall not touch any holy thing, lest they die. These things are the burden of the sons of Kohath in the tabernacle of the congregation. Into the office of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, pertaineth the oil for the light, and the sweet incense, and the daily meat offering, and the anointing oil, and the oversight of all the tabernacle, and of all that therein is in the sanctuary, and in the vessels thereof. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, Cut ye not off the tribe of the families of the Kohathites from among the Levites, but thus do unto them, that they may live and not die, when they approach unto the most holy things. Aaron and his sons shall go in, and appoint them every one to his service and to his burden. But they shall not go in to see when the holy things are covered, lest they die. The number of the Gershonites. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Take also the sum of the sons of Gershon throughout the houses of their fathers, by their families. From 30 years old and upward until 50 years old shalt thou number them. All that enter in to perform the service, to do the work in the tabernacle of the congregation. This is the service of the families of the Gershonites, to serve and for burdens. They shall bear the curtains of the tabernacle, and the tabernacle of the congregation, his covering, and the covering of the badger's skins that is above upon it, and the hanging for the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the hangings of the court, and the hanging for the door of the gate of the court, which is by the tabernacle, and the altar round about, and their cords, and all the instruments of their service, and all that is made for them. So shall they serve. At the appointment of Aaron and his sons shall be all the service of the sons and the Gershonites, in all their burdens, and in all their service, and ye shall appoint unto them in charge of their burdens, in charge all their burdens. This is the service of the families of the sons of Gershon in the tabernacle of the congregation. And their charge shall be under the hand of Ithamar the son of Aaron the priest. As for the sons of Merari, thou shalt number them after their families by the house of their fathers. From 30 years old and upward unto 50 years, even unto 50 years old, shalt thou number them, every one that entereth into the service to do the work of the tabernacle of the congregation. And this is the charge of their burden, according to all their service in the tabernacle of the congregation. The boards of the tabernacle, and the bars thereof, and the pillars thereof, and the sockets thereof, and the pillars of the court round about, and their sockets, and their pins, and their cords, with all their instruments, and with all their service. And by name ye shall reckon the instruments of the charge of their burden. This is the service of the families of the sons of Merari, according to all their service, in the tabernacle of the congregation under the hand of Ithamar the son of Aaron the priest. The number of the Kohathites. And Moses and Aaron and the chief of the congregation numbered the sons of the Kohathites after their families, and after the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, every one that entereth into the service for the work in the tabernacle of the congregation. And those that were numbered of them by their families were 2,750. These were they that were numbered of the families of the Kohathites, all that might do service in the tabernacle of the congregation, which Moses and Aaron did number according to the commandment of the Lord by the hand of Moses. And those that were numbered of the sons of Gershon throughout their families and by the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, every one that entereth into the service for the work in the tabernacle of the congregation, even those that were numbered of them throughout their families by the house of their fathers, were 2,630. These are they that were numbered of the families of the sons of Gershon, of all that might do service in the tabernacle of the congregation, whom Moses and Aaron did number according to the commandment of the Lord. And these that were numbered of the families of the sons of Merari, throughout their families, by the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, every one that entereth into the service for the work in the tabernacle of the congregation. Even those that were numbered of them after their families, even those that were numbered of them after their families were 3,200. These be those that were numbered of the families of the sons of Merari, whom Moses and Aaron numbered according to the word of the Lord by the hand of Moses. All those that were numbered of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron and the chief of Israel numbered, after their families, and after the house of their fathers, from 30 years old and upward, even unto 50 years old, every one that came to do the service of the ministry, in the service of the burden in the tabernacle of the congregation, even those that were numbered of them were 8,540. According to the commandment of the Lord, they were numbered by the hand of Moses, every one according to his service, and according to his burden. Thus were they numbered of him as the Lord commanded Moses. Just happened to see you online. I will watch the replay too. Hi, Dee Dee. Okay, 5 things. 5 things. Beverly already put one. She said, everything had to be done in decency and order for the glory of God. Everything. Give me another one, Beverly. Give me something if you're in here, Dee Dee. that you noticed about that little bit that I was reading? It's hard with numbers. It's a challenge, for real. It's a challenge. But I got one. I'll say in a second. Everything had to be done in decency and order unto Lord for the glory of God. Okay, one thing that I thought of was that with, I think it was the Levites that weren't included, and just each of the families in general, they all had specific things. It's just it's just another reminder that as the body of Christ, the body of God, we all have different callings, different purposes. Slash purpose. Okay, these are two things I've gotten from what we read so far. Everything had to be done in decency and order unto the Lord for the glory of God. We all have different callings and purposes. We read chapters 1 through 5 of Numbers, which the first chapter was actually one of the most boring things I've ever read in the Bible. But it's just like doing the genealogy sometimes. It's like, bruh. But there's always something to be gained from reading it. And something to be understood if you can put on your spiritual eyeglasses and look closer. Which, if I can't find anything, I just whip out my study Bible and it'll give me some stuff in the Cliff Notes. I mean, power of families was one thing too. Like, these families were huge. Be fruitful and multiply. You know what I mean? Everyone had to be purified. Thank you, Beverly. And that goes along with everything had to be done. Everything had to be done in decency. Okay, so I'm gonna write everyone. Everyone had to be purified, and then power / size of families. Power / size of families dash be fruitful and multiply. And that's why the ways that the devil comes after us, he's really attacking families. Like, families are the strongest thing against the kingdom of Satan. And Beverly Hair Grow in the chat, she makes sure that she takes care of her family and shows her family love on a daily basis. And that's how we all need to be, because nothing is stronger than a family. Okay, there was a lot going on with the Levites, their duties and accountability. It's true. He hates marriage. Hates marriage. And that's why this video I was watching before I hopped on here is going over Luke chapter 9. And he's talking about how John the Baptist finds out that King Herod is sleeping with his friend's wife, I want to say. And he pulls up on King Herod and he's like, stop sleeping with his wife. And ends up getting beheaded for this. Later on. And it's really just like the devil comes after your head. That's what he was saying. It's like the devil is coming after Christians' heads over sexual sin. Marriage between a man and woman, that's the only marriage God acknowledges. And I was explaining to my friend earlier about soul ties. Like, we call them soul ties now. But the soul tie is really just what the Bible is talking about when it says a man and a woman become a flesh. Because if you're having like hookups and one night stands and stuff like that, you're becoming one flesh with that person. You're getting all kinds of spirits on you and stuff like that. Yeah. So power of families, be fruitful and multiply. Like, families are seriously something strong against Satan on this earth. Okay. Okay, wait, let's add one more thing. The enemy really goes after the man of God. He does. And I've said before, like, I think the two biggest attacks from Satan on men is lust and anger. And it's because on the other side of that is love and peace. And it's really strange how like men and women are wired differently like that. Like, women can definitely obviously be lustful, but men are really wired in a different way to where it's like it can be such a reckoning for them. That's why we got to sanctify ourselves with the word. 50 years, from 30 years old and upward unto 50 years old, everyone that entereth into the service for the word. Here, I'll let y'all see, so in case you see something else. All might do service. Oh, I like that. I know what I'm gonna write. Because the man is over the household, the prayer warrior. Yeah, that's what Yaya talks about a lot too. She says about how it says, what does it say? It says, husbands, love your wife, wives, submit unto your husbands. Oh, that's what I was gonna write. Okay, so we all have service to do unto the Lord. So that's what I got from that line right there. Where'd it go? Was it this one? Of all that might do service in the tabernacle of a congregation. So even though these people are in this chapter, in these chapters are called to different things, they're all united under service to the Lord. Yeah, I'm about to hop off too and go eat my ramen. I'm going to a Bible study at 6 a.m. in the morning. Who knows? Maybe I'll wake up super early and watch your show again. But have a great night. Thank you for tuning in, and great luck or good luck on your stream tomorrow. Have a blessed, lovely stream. It's gonna be amazing. If Satan can destroy the man of the house will fall. Yep. And I'm thinking, like, with what I just wrote down, all united under service to the Lord. Like, my grandpa, I've been, trying to push him towards the Lord, and like one of the things he'll say is like, you know, not everyone, this is what he said, not everyone gets to live in fairy tale land. Some of us have to live in the real world. And basically he was just like referring to me and Yaya and her husband and her whole family entirely, that all like actually have relationships with the Lord. And it's like, just because you don't have to have a life that's, being a pastor or whatever, or being a nun or a monk or something to have a life that's living and glorifying God, you know what I mean? You can be in whatever walk you're in. If you're a mechanic, if you work at Burger King, McDonald's, if you make music, whatever it is. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Dee Dee and Beverly, I hope you guys all have an amazing night. I will be watching all your guys' videos. And to the 2 people that just tuned in, I'm going to be hopping back on live in a couple of hours, but I'm going to go eat some food. Love you guys. All you guys have a blessed